Alright you guys, welcome back to another deck profile. Today we're going to be going over Garchomp, Garchomp Restore is what we call it. It's Garchomp level X, or just like Garchomp deck. But it is all revolving around this attack called Restore. It search your deck for a Pokemon and put it onto your bench and then attach 3 energies from it.
Search your discard.
It search your discard, sorry, whoopsies. Search your discard pile for Pokemon and 3 energies, put them onto your bench, and and the cool part about it is it's not limited to basic Pokemon only. You can put an evolution there. So, since we're cool and this is U150, we can kind of do whatever the crap we want to do. We're going to play just big, heavy-hitting Mega Pokemon. All cards that we normally wouldn't be able to play otherwise. Normally, you can't play Mega Rayquaza because it's a basic Mega Primal Groudon. Mega Lucario, you can't normally play. You could play Mega Lucario, I guess, but not as great. But we are playing them here just as kind of ways to get these cool Mega Evolutions in and start just one-shotting. Mainly you're going to get Primal Groudon off first because that's your best one-shot sort of thing, but if you're against like a grass deck or something like that, you can go Mega Lucario, still deals 140. Mega Rayquaza is going to be 150 with only 5 on your bench. If you're going against a deck where you don't need to hit 200, you can get one of these side ones out. It costs 1 less energy and it gets charged up right away from Dragon Pulse. Not Dragon Pulse, sorry, Restore. So yeah, you have these 3 options here, but Primal Groudon's probably going to be your first option. The cool part about Restore that says treat it as a basic Pokemon, so you get all the benefits of basic Pokemon. So stuff like a Fighting Fury belt, for instance, can be attached to Primal Groudon and never removed, so it can have a permanent HP of 280, which is just massive as a basic Pokemon, just swinging in your face with 200. So, looking at the other stuff behind the deck, we are going to need to play, obviously, some Garchomps. So we're going to be playing a 3-3-3 Garchomp line. Now there is 2 of the same Gibbles here. That's just because we goofed and pulled off the same Gibble accidentally, and we're too lazy to go find another one. 3 Gibbles, 3 Gabites, all colorless typing, but then you have these Garchomps. 2 of them are EX typing, so beware of that. You have Turbo Assault 60 and Accelerated Energy, and then 80 plus 80 to EX Pokemon. You got Mach Cup, which discards Psychic Energies and does 100 damage there. And then you got the one from Supreme Victors, 40 reduced by 20. If it's knocked out, you can choose an energy attached to the attacking Pokemon. This one's probably going to be the one you want to level X because it's not the one that you really want to attack with most of the time. And it's a non-EX, so that's the one you're going to want to level X. These other 2 are just supplemental attackers since you're playing Garchomp anyways. And then for supporting Pokemon, we are just going to play the 1 Hawlucha as a basic Pokemon. It's a really good card to put in any sort of fighting-based deck. Deals 60 damage to EX Pokemon. It's got free retreat. It's kind of good to sit it on the bench, push it up for when you get knocked out to decide what you want to retreat into. Just a good little supplemental card for the rest of your stuff. So yep, we're going to look to go ahead and restore out these Mega Pokemon. But before we move on to the rest of the deck, there are the rest of the support Pokemon. You are playing a 1-1 Claydol line, a 2-2 Porygon line. You're playing all of the support Pokemon here. No reason not to. Level X really isn't needed because you're one-shotting everything anyways. Not Level X, sorry. Porygon Z isn't needed because you're one-shotting everything anyways most of the time. Moving on to supporters here. We got Roseanne's Research, Skyla, Wally, Babies, and Collector, and Karina, all for search. Karina gets a little extra boost because you do play fighting types. Now, what you could do is you could find a fighting Garchomp. I believe there are, not Garchomp, sorry, fighting Gabite, Gibbles, and Glades. I think there might be at least one. I'm trying to remember off the top of my head. I don't. Yeah, no, there are. From Breakpoint. Yeah, so you could play 1 fighting Gibble and 1 fighting Gabite as well to help Karina search out the rest of your line. That's something I would definitely recommend, actually. For Shuffle Draw, you got Rocket's Admin and N, Juniper Sycamore, Colress and Copycat, and Sage's Training and Ponce. All sort of draw cards there. You have Guzma and Lysander both for switching cards, as well as AZ to get stuff off the active. All of your stuff is EX, so AZ over Brimies for sure. Teammates Mallow and Twins, you might fall behind early because you're trying to set up this Garchomp Restore. So if they're able to like KO a few Garchomps en route to that Restore, Twins does become beneficial. They're almost always going to be taking the first knockout because you need to hit that Restore first. And then you got Marley's and Trump for recovery, as well as the standard Hex there. Nothing too out of the ordinary there. But like I said, for Karina to get a little bit extra use, you could switch to the Fighting Gibble and the Fighting Gabite. Moving on to items here. Whole bunch of items. Okay. For search, we're going to have Ultra Ball and Computer Search. Pecan Luxury Ball. We are going to play Timer Ball to try to get that the Garchomp out as quicker. You can also Timer Ball for your Mega Evolutions and discard them because they don't count as basics until they're on the field. So this can search if you have like an Ultra Ball in your hand or Computer Search or a Juniper. You can Timer Ball for your Megas and then throw them away. Just as a nice little way to get them out of there. Level Ball, we are playing a Premier Ball as well because that Level X is so important. We're only playing one Level X, but one Premier Ball is more than enough. Super Teleporter and Evo Soda to round out the Surgeon cards. Misty's Wrath, Professor Oak, Bill, and Secret Mission. For draw power, we do play Secret Mission here to discard extra fighting energies into the discard pile, to discard your Megas into the discard pile, because Restore is from your discard, not from the deck, so just a little bit extra way to get them into the discard pile helps. Recovery, we got Junk Arm and Item Finder. We do have Rescue Stretcher as the only way to get back Pokemon or energy. Or sorry, it doesn't even get back energy. There's no way to get back energy in this deck. We don't play Super Rod. So it is something to consider if you're really worried about that. But Restore doesn't take any energy, and it does accelerate those 3 from the discard pile. So that's why you don't necessarily need Super Rod on the deck like this. Palpat and Versus Seeker to round out the recovery. We do play a couple switching cards. We are playing Switch and Escape Rope and Scoop Up. All of the stuff you bring out, like the Groudon, is very fat, so you want to be able to retreat it if you need to heal it or whatnot. Even though we don't play healing, never mind. Breeder and Rare Candy, we are playing a Stage 2 base deck, so you need both of those. And then Battle Compressor to get your Megas and your energies in the discard pile, as long as Windstorm and Professor Oak's Invention, or Imposter Professor Oak's Invention, all standard stuff there. So, nothing too out of the ordinary there. I would consider probably even playing a Super Rod or a Pokemon Retriever. Just having one of those item-based recovery options is a little bit scary, but you can get away with it since the main attack is for free. Tool cards. You're going to have Muscle Band and Floatstone, stable stuff there. Like I said, that Fighting Fury Belt can go onto your basic, the Megas, because they do count as basics. And then Focus Sash, you do have a lot of fighting Pokemon on the deck, so Focus Sash makes sense. Focus Sash on a Groudon if you're against a deck like Vespiquen or something like that, like a Stage 1 Rush. Broken Time Space to get into your Garchomp even quicker. You can't Broken Time Space on level X, so you have to wait to at least turn 2 to restore, turn 3 to start taking prizes. That's why this is a that's why you play Twins in the deck. Fighting Stadium for all your fighters to hit every EXs. Skyfield, you don't necessarily have bench space issues, but this is also for Mega Rayquaza to hit maximum damage. And then Scorched Earth helps you get those fightings in the discard so you can restore them, but it also adds that a little bit of extra draw power. Elite Four, you are playing the Dowsing plus all 4 of them. No reason not to. Dowsing's the best ace spec in the game. I feel like a broken record whenever I get to this section, but literally there should be never reason to ever drop any of these in normal sort of decks. Specials, you're going to play 1 Strong Energy. You're going to play a DCE here to help you charge up that Rayquaza if you need to. You are playing 1 Blend, and there's only 1 Blend, and that's for Garchomp. Garchomp Dragon's Exalted second attack. It takes 1 Water Energy, so if you need to use that, this is your only out. You could play 1 Basic Water if you're really concerned about it. And then 3, 6, 9, 11 here. More than enough energies to get to the discard naturally, or with Battle Compressor, or just to attack with. So that's Garchomp Restore. It's a little bit funky, but also straightforward. It is basically just a straightforward Stage 2 base deck, only with the option of getting out these big boppers of Primal Groudon, Mega Rayquaza, that sort of thing. If you have any questions, please let me know. If not, hope you guys enjoyed.